Someone is making a very big decision about you right now. Listen closely, because what I am about to say may already be happening in someone's mind in total silence. You may not see it, you may not hear it, but it is there. There is a person who has been thinking about you far more deeply than they would ever admit. Maybe things feel distant. Maybe the space between you feels cold, unclear, or strangely quiet. On the outside, it may look like nothing is happening at all. But beneath that silence, something serious is building. This person is standing at one of the biggest emotional crossroads of their life, and the choice in front of them is not small. It is not casual. It is not something they can laugh off and forget tomorrow. This choice is about you. Not only your name, not only your messages, not only the memories. It is about your presence, your energy, the place you hold in their world. You came into their life with meaning, and now they are being forced to look inward and ask a hard question. Do they move toward you, or do they run back to what feels safe? Do they choose something real, or do they stay trapped in fear? Stay with me, because this part matters. They are trying to decide whether to hold on or let go, and that kind of choice changes people forever. Right now, this person is fighting a quiet battle inside themselves. They may look perfectly normal in public. They may go to work, answer messages, laugh with friends, and pretend everything is fine. They may even act like none of this affects them. But inside, the truth is very different. Their thoughts keep returning to you when they least expect it, late at night, early in the morning, in those still moments when life goes quiet and there is nowhere left to hide. That is when the real questions show up. They wonder if choosing you could change the direction of their whole future. They fear that if they do nothing, they may lose you for good. They also fear that if they do step forward, they could fail again. A lot of people think silence means a lack of feeling. It does not. Very often, silence is just fear wearing a calm face. Some people hide emotion because they are afraid of losing control. Some people hold back from love because they never learned how to feel safe inside it. They hesitate not because they do not care, but because caring feels risky to them. And that is the truth they are living with now. Their heart pulls one way, their fear pulls the other. And you are standing right in the center of that struggle. Do not miss this, because the silence you feel may actually be the loudest proof that this person is overwhelmed by what you mean to them. Not everyone we meet leaves a deep mark on us. Most people pass through our lives like quick lessons, small distractions, brief moments that fade with time. But with you, it went deeper than that. You did not just catch their attention. You changed something inside them. You touched feelings they had kept buried. You pushed them beyond their comfort zone without trying to break them. You made them see parts of themselves they had avoided for a long time. You woke up both longing and fear at the same time, and that is exactly why this decision feels so heavy. To choose you would mean growth, real growth. And growth always shakes the part of us that wants to stay the same. Around you they felt more honest, more awake, more like their true self. That kind of connection does not disappear just because the talking stopped. It does not vanish because time passed. It stays in the body. It stays in the memory. That is why your name still hits them somewhere deep. That is why they have not truly forgotten you. You were not random noise in their life. You were meaning. You were comfort. You were direction. And once someone finds a connection like that, they cannot just go back to living numb. Keep listening, because this is where the pressure starts building. They now understand that doing nothing is still a choice, and every day they stay silent, that choice gets heavier. They know that if they wait too long, they could lose you. They know someone else might recognize your value without hesitation and move toward you with clarity. They know that what they were slow to appreciate may not remain available forever. And yet, the past is still loud in their mind. Old pain still speaks, old mistakes still echo. That is why their hesitation is not always about you. A lot of it comes from what happened before you ever entered their life. There is also a quieter fear underneath all of that, one they may never say out loud. They are afraid they are not enough for you. Deep love often brings deep insecurity. When something truly matters, people begin to doubt themselves more, not less. They start asking if they can really become the kind of person this connection needs. Can they show up? Can they stay open? Can they stop running when things become real? That question follows them everywhere now, and while they are spinning in those thoughts, your energy matters more than you think. The way you carry yourself, the way you respect yourself, the way you stop begging for answers and start choosing your own peace. Sometimes the moment someone feels your value most clearly is the exact moment you stop waiting for them. Let that sink in. The powerful shift begins when you no longer place your life on hold because someone else is confused. That is when your energy changes, and that change puts pressure on everything that is still undecided. Inside this person, something is already moving, slowly, quietly, but it is moving. They keep replaying moments with you in their mind, the way you listened, the way you gave space without trying to force anything, the way your presence felt calm in a world that often felt loud and rushed. These memories come back at random, and each time they do, the truth becomes harder to ignore. They are beginning to see that this connection was not some accident. You represent honesty to them, depth, emotional truth. You are like a mirror, and mirrors are uncomfortable for people who are not ready to face themselves. That is why they move closer and then pull away. One moment they want to speak. The next moment they disappear because distance feels safer than vulnerability. They may tell themselves, "Time will fix it." It will not. Time does not erase a connection like this. It makes it clearer. It sharpens what was blurry. It shows them just how flat life feels when something real is missing. And now they are also thinking about responsibility. Not fantasy, not chemistry alone, responsibility. They are asking themselves if they can truly show up for you every day, if they can protect the bond instead of damaging it when fear rises, if they can stop being vague, if they can stop offering half effort. This is where it gets real, because choosing you would mean choosing honesty, consistency, and maturity. And for someone who truly cares, that level of truth can feel terrifying. They can also feel that you are changing. Even if you say nothing, they sense it. You are not chasing the same way. You are not trying to explain yourself over and over. You are becoming more grounded, more centered, more focused on your own life, and that shift shakes them. When one person stops chasing, the other person often loses the comfort of control. When you stop waiting, reality gets louder. They begin to see that your worth is not standing still while they sort out their fear. They imagine you moving on. They imagine you finding peace without them. They imagine someone else stepping into the place they left empty. And that thought creates urgency, real urgency. It makes them face just how attached they are to you. It also forces them to meet another fear, the fear of rejection. They worry they may come forward and be too late. They worry they may open the door only to find that the chance has already passed. Some people think staying still is neutral. It is not. Staying still is still a decision. Every day they avoid courage. They feel the cost of it. They feel the silent regret. They feel the tension of something important slipping further away. And they are starting to learn that distractions cannot replace depth. Silence cannot create peace when the heart is unsettled. Avoiding the feeling does not remove it. It only delays the moment when truth has to be faced. And trust me, that moment is getting closer. Your role in all of this is not to convince them. It is not to chase clarity out of someone who is still hiding from themselves. Your role is to stay aligned with your own truth. That is where your power is. When you choose your own growth, you stop arguing with people about your value. You stop trying to prove what should already be clear. Either they rise to meet you or they move out of the way, and both outcomes still lead you forward. This tension is now becoming bigger than romance. It is about who they are as a person. To choose you would mean choosing a higher standard for themselves, a more honest way of living, a life with less hiding and more truth. That can be very scary for people who are used to protecting themselves with distance. Some people are comfortable wanting someone from afar, but real closeness asks more of them than fantasy ever could. A strong bond demands something real. It demands presence. It demands accountability. It demands that they stop performing and start showing up. That is often where people panic. They may act cold. They may hide behind logic. They may make excuses about timing. But underneath all of that, the real issue is simple. They are scared of failing at something that actually matters. They know that with you, there is no place to hide behind games. There is only truth. And truth asks a lot from people who have spent years surviving through avoidance. At the same time, they see your strength more clearly now than ever before. They see that you are not collapsing without them. You are not begging to be chosen. You are not shrinking yourself just to make them comfortable. You are standing in your own value, and that makes you impossible to ignore. They miss how they felt around you. They compare others to you, and nobody quite matches what was there. Realness leaves a mark. It stays in the memory long after the moment has passed. That is why the thought of you moving on hits them so hard. It is no longer just an idea. It feels possible now, real, immediate. And with that comes regret, sharp regret. They begin to wonder if fear is costing them something rare, something that may never come again in the same way. This is when their inner questions become more direct, not vague, not dreamy, direct. Are they about to lose a once-in-a-lifetime connection because they waited too long? Are they letting fear write a story they will regret for years? Listen carefully, because this is often the turning point. Once someone sees their own pattern clearly, they can no longer pretend not to know. You showed them the places where they run. You exposed the habit of pulling away from what they want most. And now they have to decide whether they will keep repeating that pattern or finally break it. As you continue building your own life, their decision becomes sharper. They can feel that you are no longer available for confusion, mixed signals, or endless delay. The middle ground is disappearing. They know they will have to step forward with real intention or step back completely and lose access to you. There is no comfortable in-between left. That is why the energy around this connection feels so intense now. Something is reaching its limit. The pressure of indecision is draining them. It is becoming harder for them to live split between what they feel and what they allow themselves to do. They are being forced to face a hard truth. To have you, they would need to become real. Not perfect, real, honest, present, willing. And if they cannot do that, then the silence itself becomes the answer. That is why your peace matters so much now. When you stop negotiating your worth, life stops negotiating with you. Everything becomes clearer. If they move toward you, it will have to be with real purpose. If they move away, it will reveal their limit. But either way, you are no longer trapped in uncertainty. You are no longer suspended in the space between hope and confusion. You are standing in yourself, and that changes everything. Do not click away yet, because the next part is where their inner struggle starts turning into visible action. This person is entering a deeper stage of reflection now. They are comparing the safety of the life they know with the vivid possibility of a life that includes you. They are finally seeing that the walls they built to protect themselves have also kept them lonely. The silence they once used like a shield is now acting like a mirror. It shows them their needs, their emptiness, their hunger to be truly understood. They are starting to understand that every day they stay hidden is another day they move further from the life they actually want. This is where the inside struggle becomes an outside realization. They look at the way you carry yourself with purpose and self-respect, and it pulls at them strongly. It is no longer about deciding whether you are right for them. Deep down, they already know that. The real question is whether they are ready to become right for you. That is the challenge in front of them now. Can they let go of the older version of themselves, the one built from hurt, protection, pride, and distance? Can they become someone capable of meeting what this bond asks from them? They can see that you have already grown. They can feel that you have done inner work. And now a part of them wants to rise too, not to compete with you, but to avoid being left behind by the life they know they are meant to step into. As this shift gets stronger, you may begin to notice small signs from them. Nothing huge at first. Maybe a subtle reaction, a brief check-in, a shift in tone, a sudden change in the way they show up around you. These moments may seem random, but they are not. They are small tests, quiet steps, ways of seeing whether they can handle the heat of this connection again without retreating. They are testing vulnerability, testing courage, testing whether it is safe to come closer. But hear this clearly. It is not your job to make the path easy for them. You do not need to reach out and steady them. You do not need to close the distance for them. The distance is theirs to cross. And the only thing that will give them that courage is the realization that you are worth the journey. This stage is about the collapse of false control. They are slowly accepting that they cannot control the outcome, and that love asks for a leap no amount of logic can fully explain. They are moving out of endless thinking and into actual feeling. They are realizing that some things cannot be solved like a math problem. Matters of the heart do not obey perfect timing. They obey truth. And the truth is getting louder now. The decision is being formed in the quietest part of their heart, and soon that pressure will become too strong to keep hidden behind silence any longer. Whether this ends in a new beginning with you or a final truth that closes the door, a breakthrough is near. That is the deeper message here. You are standing on the edge of change, not because someone else finally made up their mind, but because you already chose yourself. You already started becoming whole. And now life is catching up to that choice. Meanwhile, this person is moving past simple thought and into the emotional cost of their inaction. They are beginning to feel that the space between you is no longer a safe distance. It has become a void, a place where possibility is slowly being swallowed. They look at their life and notice that while it may seem stable, it also feels flat. Routine without depth, peace without color, conversations without real connection. The more they try to push thoughts of you away, the more central you become. You are becoming the person they wish they could share good news with, the person they want beside them when life gets hard. This realization is stripping away their excuses. They are starting to see that pride was never strength. It was a mask for insecurity. They thought they were protecting their heart, but they were really starving it. And now they are caught between who they used to be and who they would need to become in order to reach you. They are also rethinking the past now, past relationships, past failures, past patterns. For the first time, they are seeing that it was not only bad luck or bad timing that broke things before. It was fear. Fear of being fully seen. Fear of being known deeply. Fear of being responsible for something real. With you, being seen felt possible instead of dangerous, and that is why you stayed on their mind. That is why they could not simply walk away in peace. You touched the place beneath the mask, and because of that, when they finally break the silence, it may not come with shallow words or weak excuses. It may come with weight, with honesty, with a depth that was missing before. They are not just thinking about saying something. They are thinking about offering a different version of themselves, one that is more healed, more steady, more ready to stay. They know your self-respect is stronger now. They know you are no longer available for the same old patterns, and because of that, they understand they cannot come back in the same old way. They are waiting for the moment when courage becomes stronger than fear, and that moment is closer than it has ever been. You may already feel it. The energy around this connection is shifting. The air feels different. Something that was frozen is starting to move. The final truth is that this distance had a purpose. It helped both of you grow in different ways. It gave you the space to find your own strength without needing outside validation. And it forced them to face the parts of themselves they could no longer keep hidden. You are no longer two people trapped in confusion. You are becoming two individuals who are being prepared for a real moment of truth. That is why your focus must stay on your own path, your own peace, your own happiness. That light you carry now is not just helping you. It is also showing them what is possible if they are brave enough to follow it. As the final pieces come together, they are starting to understand that the real pressure is not only emotional. It is about time, about the window closing, about the chance slipping away. They see that you have built a meaningful life without needing them to complete it. And that realization hurts, but it also inspires them. It shows them that you are not waiting in one place. You are moving, growing, becoming. They are now replaying possible conversations in their head, trying to find words that do more than explain their absence. They want words that honor your value. They know empty talk will not be enough. They know if they come, they must come with honesty, with depth, with something real. They are also facing the possibility that they may already be too late. They may look at your life from a distance and wonder whether someone else has stepped into the space they left open. They may watch quietly and ask themselves if another person has already started giving you the certainty they were too afraid to offer. And strange as it sounds, that fear is waking them up. It is pushing them out of endless overthinking and into the need for action. They are finally seeing that you were never asking for perfection. You are asking for truth. And by waiting for a perfect moment, they may have let many honest moments pass them by. That urgency is now following them through the day. It is hard for them to focus, hard for them to pretend this does not matter. They are nearing the point where staying away hurts more than the risk of being rejected. And when the move finally comes, it may arrive all at once. A late-night realization, a sharp moment in the middle of an ordinary day, a sudden inner shift where they realize they cannot keep holding it in. And if that moment comes, they may not approach you to take something. They may approach you to offer something: recognition, truth, respect, a clear admission of what this connection has meant to them all along. Because after sitting in the dark long enough, they are finally learning how to value the light they almost lost. And here is the deepest part of it all. The silence was never empty. It was full, full of fear, full of reflection, full of a struggle they could barely name. They did not stay away because nothing was there. They stayed away because what was there felt too big, too real, too powerful for the version of them that was still hiding. But hiding has a cost, and now they know it. They know that love cannot grow where courage is always delayed. They know that if they want something true, they will have to be true themselves. No masks, no games, no half-effort, just honesty, just presence, just choice. So, while they are making this big decision about you, remember this. The most important decision was always yours. The choice to value yourself, the choice to stop shrinking, the choice to stop waiting in confusion, the choice to become whole with or without anyone's return. That is the turning point. That is the power. And whatever happens next, you are no longer the person who waits in the dark for someone else to decide your worth. You already chose peace. You already chose clarity. You already chose yourself. And that is why, when the truth finally arrives, whether it comes as a message, a return, or an ending, it will not break you. It will free you. If this spoke to you, stay with that feeling. Because sometimes the biggest shift begins in silence, and sometimes the truth you were waiting for starts the moment you stop begging for it.